Hello, my Mahjong friends, and welcome to the weekly Mah Jongg Class clinic. In this clinic, I'm here to help you improve your Mahjong game, whether you're a beginner and an intermediate, or maybe you just need some help in your game. You'll want to know more about pivoting in the Winds and Dragons section. This information can improve your game when you consider all your options for switching hands. Let's find out all about the Winds and Dragons category and the options and build confidence in pivoting. After the topic, we'll play on ilovemahj, where you can pick up the basics, tips, and strategies during every game played. Join us. Please put any questions in the comments and I'll be sure to answer. Type in the comments below and let me know what you would like to learn more about. And also type in the comments as we play on ilovemahj what you would have done different during gameplay, or maybe a tip you picked up or a strategy. I would like to thank you for all your love and support of the Mah Jongg Class channel. For those who want to continue to support, please make sure you hit subscribe. Hit the like button for the content you enjoy so YouTube and I know. Share the video with fellow Mahjong friends and family. Comment, I love engaging all about Mahjong. Please consider giving a thanks of appreciation for the content I share on this channel. You would be directly supporting the Mahjong Class channel. Also, please email me if you should have any questions at mahjongclass@yahoo.com. There are several Mahjong shopping sites that have been generous enough to give Mahjong Class a code to share with you to get 10% off. Oh My Mahjong and Mahjong Co. You can use the code MAHJClass10, MAHJCLASS10 to get 10% off your shopping order. All That Maj has a wonderful mat for the celebration of the 250th birthday of the United States. Be sure to check it out. As you shop there, use the code MAHJClass, MAHJCLASS, to get your 10% off at checkout. We also have My Fair Mahjong, Charleston Mahjong Club, Hip Hip Mahjong, and Bespoke Mahjong. Use the discount code MAHJClass to get 10% off. Every order that you put in the code shows your support of the Mahjong Class channel. Thank you again. Now let's get on with our topic and learn and grow and become better Mahjong players. We are looking at the Winds and Dragons category, and I'm offering you some pivot hands. As always, it's a good idea to have a backup when your first hand falls apart. This is based on what's going around in the Charleston. Part of your pair may have been discarded and you aren't ready to call Mahjong. You need to pivot. Maybe a joker exchange offers you a better hand to play. It would be time to pivot. Someone puts up tiles that you need. It's time to pivot. You often have a way to pivot because hands share common tiles. It's important to wait to call for grouping so you don't get locked into a hand. The best Mahjong player stays flexible. Play a hand that uses the most of your multiples. Always go with your gut. As I say in life and in Mahjong, don't second guess yourself if you feel like you're not going to make the hand because of things you've taken, of clues that have been around the table. Move to a pivot hand that I'm sharing with you. Redeem yourself and never give up until Mahjong is called or the last tile is discarded. Here is the Winds and Dragons category switchable hand suggestions. Some are within the same category and some cross categories to a whole new category. Let's take a look at the Winds and Dragons section. We're looking at line number 1 in Winds and Dragons. Line number 1 works well within the category. This line is terrific as you can use jokers everywhere. It's either Kong, Pung, Pung, Kong or Pung, Kong, Kong, Pung. There's no limitations in jokers in this hand, as I've mentioned, and the hand is switchable between A and B of that line, and they have 12 tiles in common, so it's the best switchable hand for that hand is within the line. You can look at Winds and Dragons line number 3 with north and south, so you would be pulling from either A or B, north and south, and bringing it down to line number 3 of Winds and Dragons of North and South. There is only 6 tiles in common. That's when you start pulling like numbers, or maybe you can't, somebody's exposed East and West. Looking at line number 4 in Winds and Dragons, it's the same concept. You're pulling East and West. East and West, again, only 6 tiles in common. Line number 6 is a much better choice. There are 10 tiles in common. Thinking of holding on to a run in one suit of 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you're pulling the single north, 2 east, 3 west, and 4 south. 10 tiles in common. Line number 7 offers 8 tiles in common with either north and south or east and west. This is where those dragons and flowers would come into play that I keep telling you to hold on to so that you have a way to switch hands. In the same category, our final switchable hand is Winds and Dragons, line number 8. This is a concealed hand, meaning you're not able to call for any grouping or place any exposures. The only tile you can call is your last one for Mahjong. It must be made entirely within your rack. It has 10 tiles in common with the north, the east, the west, and the south. Here's your dragon, a white dragon used as 0. If you're holding on to your dragons, you might just make the Winds and Dragons number 8, switching from Winds and Dragons number 1. Now, typically, as I always mention, I usually switch from a closed hand to an open. That's where singles and pairs line number 1 works well with Winds and Dragons line number 1. There are 8 common tiles, so grab those winds, doubling them up, and as I said, those dragons with a common number in 3 different suits. So here's all your winds, north, east, west, south in pairs, your dragons with a common number in 3 different suits. Moving on to line number 2 of Winds and Dragons, the hands here that you can pivot to. Line number 2 is all 3 dragons with a run of 4 consecutive numbers. Works well with line number 2 with the 2 dragons of pungs. So we have the 2 dragons of pungs. If you're using a number here with the number 2 or 6, you can pull that here into your Kong of 2s or 6s. Whichever number you have in the run, there are 8 common tiles. And the final hand that goes with Winds and Dragons line number 2 is 2, 4, 6, 8, number 4. You have your pungs of dragons with a 2 if you had a 2 in the run, or an 8 if you have an 8 in the run. There would be 7 tiles in common. Keep in mind, when things don't work out, you want to reevaluate and adapt and recover. It's why it's important to stay flexible, hold on to those flowers and the dragons, and it's the real edge in the game being flexible. It will allow switchable hands to pivot. Line number 3 in Winds and Dragons offers several lines to be able to pivot to. We have line number 1 for Winds and Dragons pulling the norths and the souths. There are 6 tiles in common. Line number 7 of Winds and Dragons, you could only use line A with north and south. There shows up those flowers and dragons again. Be sure to hold them to be able to switch. And any hand in any like numbers category would be able to switch, grabbing the odd like numbers. There would be 8 tiles in common with any like numbers, line 1 through 3. Continuing with line number 3, if you look at 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, line number 3, again, only pulling the north and the south. But here's an interesting thing. If you were playing with a like number of ones, here's your ones, or like numbers of 5s, you have 5s here or 5s here. You can even have like numbers of 9s. So this hand offers 8 common tiles. Line number 4 of 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 offers 8 by pulling the like numbers in odds. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, number 8 is a concealed hand. While this is making a stretch, You never know what you get from the wall. There is 6 tiles in common, whether it's 1s or 5s. Remember, you can't change them. They have to be 1s and 5s. You must hold onto the flowers in order to make this hand. Again, this is a concealed hand. You will not be able to call for any tile to expose, only your last tile for Mahjong. Winds and Dragons 3 works well with 3, 6, 9, line 5. When you have odd numbers of 3s or odd number of 9s. We could have 9s here. It has 8 tiles in common. And finally, when you receive all those jokers that you keep picking from the wall, consider switching to a quint hand, line number 1. There's 8 tiles in commons, but the jokers can help build your way to a quint hand. I always love playing a bigger hand to impress myself and those around me. Be sure if you do get those jokers that you look in quints category. This is another category that I would move into when pulling jokers. Be sure to move around your jokers and you'll be surprised how a quint might just work for you and you might just have the support you need. Looking at number 4 in Winds and Dragons, this just uses east and west with like numbers of evens. So line number 1 in Winds and Dragons would support that by switching, pulling your easts and wests. If more winds should come your way. There are 6 tiles in common. Line number 7 in Winds and Dragons works well, but only line B because you're pulling east and west. Here's those dragons and flowers again that you're holding on so that you have an opportunity to pivot. Here's your flowers and dragons. Just like hand number 3, hand number 4 of Winds and Dragon works really well with any like numbers when you're pulling the like even numbers and moving it to any like numbers, line 1, 2, or 3. There are 8 tiles in common. Continuing with Winds and Dragons number 4, if you look at the year hand, line number 1, there are 7 tiles in common, grabbing those 2s and bringing them to the year category. And here's those dragons that you should be holding on to use as zeros. Line number 4 of 2026 works well with Winds and Dragons number 4. You're grabbing, once again, all the 2s and playing with those dragons. And look at this, we can even grab an east and a west to create news. Line number 3 in 2, 4, 6, 8 works well, having the east and west, and then you're grabbing either the 2s, the 4s, or the 6s or the 8s to continue building line number 3 of 2, 4, 6, 8. There's between 6 and 7 tiles in common. Line number 7 also works well when you pull the even numbers of 2s, 4s, 6s, or 8s with your dragons. Amazingly enough, 3, 6, 9 will work with Winds and Dragons line number 4, 3, 6, 9 number 4 with east and west for the news, and if you had 6s, you can pull them here. That would give you 7 tiles in common. Looking at line number 5 of 3, 6, 9 with Winds and Dragons 4, you would pull 6s. This could be 6s and 6s, and then you need a pair of 6s in the beginning. From line number 4, which is evens, if these were 6s, you would have 8 tiles in common. And once again, this hand, line number 4, as well as line number 3, pulling any like numbers, always works great with quints. If you should get some more jokers and building it up to have the support to make the quint hand. Moving on to Winds and Dragons number 5. It's amazing how many switchable hands there are, but Winds and Dragons number 5 is beautiful flowers and the dragons. So there you go again with flowers and dragons with any wind. So these don't have to be north. They could be east, west, or south, but they have to be all the same. It offers a great switchable hands with Winds and Dragons line number 7. So just suppose we did use north. We have our flowers, our north, and our dragon. Hold on to additional dragons and winds to complete that hand. It also works well with evens, line number 7, with 2 pungs of flowers. 6 tiles in common. Any like numbers number 1 would work great with Wits and Dragons when you have a sextet of flowers. Now keep in mind, if you've already called for a pung, you can't make it a sextet and vice versa. Once it's exposed, it must stay in that grouping, and you either have a sextet or 2 pungs of flowers. Consecutive run brings those flowers and dragons right in, and you have 7 tiles in common. Consecutive run number 6, again, those flowers, and you have 6 tiles in common. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, you have a pung of flowers and those kong of dragons, as well as 3, 6, 9, the pung of flowers and the kong of dragons. You never know which numbers or winds will come your way from the wall, so just be open-minded to be able to switch your hands and pivot. Winds and Dragons number 6. This is a fun hand where you have every wind represented and the run of 1, 2, 3, 4. This works very well with line number 1 when you're expanding your winds and creating more and getting rid of the run. It also works well with the concealed hand of line number 8 in Winds and Dragons, where you have pairs of north, 3 east, west, and south, pulling in the 2 for 2026. Line number 8 has 10 tiles in common. And for Winds and Dragons, the final switchable hands are singles and pairs. Line number 1, where you have north, east, west, south, pulling in the 1s, the 2s, the 3s, or the 4s, and the dragons. You must have all one number with matching dragons. This has 8 tiles in common, and don't forget to always hold on to those flowers and dragons to be able to switch. Winds and Dragons number 7 is a big one. It has great opportunity to switch hands and pivot. Once again, here's that dreamy hand of flowers and dragons, filling in with the winds, either north and south or east and west. Again, line number 1 shows up when more winds come your way, and you get to fill in the winds. Maybe you have an opportunity to complete a joker exchange with your dragons or flowers, and then you can build your winds, moving jokers around in any part of the hand. And you're able to call for everything in Winds and Dragons line number 1. In Winds and Dragons, just grabbing the north and the south with an odd number. There are 6 tiles in common. Winds and Dragons, you're grabbing just east and west with an even like number. Again, 6 tiles in common. Line number 5, you're grabbing the norths and the dragons, or the souths and the dragons, or the east or the west and the dragons, and holding on to those flowers when flowers come your way and you have a bouquet. They have 8 tiles in common because you're also pulling the pair of flowers to make a pung or a pung. Line number 6 in Winds and Dragons offers 5 tiles in common, whether you're pulling south with 1 north or west and west. You still have 5 tiles in common. It's a bit of a stretch. Winds and Dragons line number 7 goes great with Winds and Dragons line number 8, that concealed hand. When you're playing a concealed hand, you're not calling or exposing any of your tiles unless it's your last tile for Mahjong. It must be made within your rack. There's anywhere from 5 to 7 tiles in common depending on how it's played. You have a north and south with the white dragon, or east and west with the white dragon. Continuing with Winds and Dragons number 7, surprisingly, it works well also with singles and pairs line number 1. You would need to have 3 like numbers of each suit with the matching dragon. So from these 2 dragons, you'll be holding on to 1 each, and then you have pairs of north, pairs of south, pairs of east and west with the matching number all the way through. There are 6 tiles in common. Throughout my journey of making these videos and these slides, I'm discovering new pivot hands. I'm sure we'll continue to discover more as we continue with the last panel of pivot hands. Let me know if you discover any switchable hands. Please share it in the comments below or email me at mahjongclass@yahoo.com. Our final hand in Winds and Dragons is line number 8, which is a concealed hand. We've mentioned this hand many times throughout our learning. You cannot call for anything and expose except your last tile for Mahjong. And of course, it's a 2026 hand. So of course, always look in the 2026 category. However, it's best to work within the category. So line number 1 of Winds and Dragons works well with Winds and Dragons number 8 by grabbing all the winds. Switching from 8 to 1 allows you to call for everything and be able to move jokers around. There are 10 tiles in common. Switching from 8 to line number 3 of Winds and Dragons, you're pulling just north and south, so there's only 6 tiles in common with any like odd number. Line number 4 has a little bit more in common as where you can pull the east and the west and the 2s for any even like number. So they have 8 tiles in common. If you should pull the 6, they would have 7 tiles in common. Winds and Dragons line number 6 is a good switchable hand from line 8. You would take all of the winds plus your little run, including a 2. You would have 9 tiles in common. Being able to switch from Winds and Dragons line number 8 to Winds and Dragons 7 is a choice. It is stretching it. You're only pulling north and south with the white dragon or east and west with the white dragon. You would have 7 tiles in common. Going from Winds and Dragons line number 8 to 2026 line number 4, you would take each of the winds to create news and 2026. So you have your 2s and your 6s with the white dragon. There are 8 tiles in common. And our final hand to switch from Winds and Dragons 8 to Singles and Pairs 1. Once again, I'd probably start out at Singles and Pairs 1, switch to Winds and Dragon 8, and then move into one of the other ones that have tiles in common if I couldn't make either of those hands. So Singles and Pairs number 1 has 10 tiles in common if you grab all those winds, the white dragon, and maybe you're playing with 2s. So you have 2s, 2s, and 2s. You could even choose to play with 6s. You need to create the remaining 2 suits of like numbers with the matching dragon. This concludes the Winds and Dragons category. I'm sure we'll continue to learn more pivot hands as we go along. As you can see, there are several switchable hands within the same category as well as crossing over to new categories. The Winds and Dragons category works well within the category and are sprinkled in every category of the card this year. Keep in mind the key is during the Charleston to pay attention what's being passed, whether your pairs get discarded or not. Look at people's exposures. Are they playing the same hand? Do they have the numbers you need or the wins? Look for joker opportunities and create a new hand and get those jokers. They allow you to build your hand better. And most of all, stay flexible. Hold on to those flowers and dragons. They're very important. We will continue to work through the pivot hands category by category and hand by hand. We have 3, 6, 9 left and Singles and Pairs. We're almost done with the card. It's really important to read exposures when you play so you can start seeing where you can cross over categories when you have certain exposures. As I've mentioned several times, I'm working on a special way to look at pivot hands, and I hope to have it completed by the end of the series. I look forward to sharing it with you. Let's go on and play on ilovemahj and see how we do pivoting. You can also play on ilovemahj and get practice in. Use the code CB to get a 3-week trial for free. Normally they give you just 2 weeks. You can scan the QR code here or the link below in the description. Please use the code CB so they know that I sent you. I also wanted to thank those who have become Mah Jongg Class channel members. You can also become a channel member by going to the home screen and click join and read about the 3 levels to choose from. Thank you again for all those who are Mah Jongg Class channel members. While on the home screen, you can also click the magnifying glass and search for a topic of interest. If you don't find it, please email me at mahjongclass@yahoo.com and I'll be sure to create a video just for you to share with all. Let's go on to ilovemahj and play a few games. On ilovemahj, we're going to play Game Launch, Play with Bots, Official Game, Advance, launch our game. Let's start our game.
First Charleston.
Sort by suit, look for the strength of your hands, which is 9s. I see 5, 7, 9, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Let's get rid of the 2. And there's north and south. We can get rid of the east. We could do 5, 7, 9 with south. And I'm going to get rid of the white because if I do all cracks, white is opposite. And in that category, except for the bottom hand, there is opposite. Let's get rid of 1. We'll stay with upper numbers. A 4, a west, and an 8. Nothing. Okay, we got a south. A 5 dot. I think I'm going to let that go. The red. I think we're going to have to get rid of this 5. So 5, 7, 9, all one suit with north and south. 5, 7, 9 with the white dragon. Or opposite dragon is the bottom. Matching dragon is line number 5 with flowers. Let's get rid of one of these. I'll get rid of the 7. Okay, here's red. That would be line number 5. We have 3 to pass. Let's continue. We have a 4, a 9. Oh, we have the 8 now. That's a switchable hand. Let's break up this bottom hand and get rid of the white. A 1, a 5, and a 5.
Courtesy pass.
7, 3, 8. We have 3 to pass. I don't think our hand, we got anything. Maybe we got 1 south and 1 red. Oh, we have the 8. Maybe we're moving 7, 8, 9, which is line number 5. That's a switchable hand from line number 5 in 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 to line number 5 in consecutive run. Let's just start by getting rid of the 9.
9 dot. 9
so we're
dot.
narrowing it down as we play. And we see what tiles we get. I'm not calling for anything. Okay, we got a flower. So I think we're either playing line number 5 in 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 or line number 5 in consecutive run. So we don't need these souths.
North. 8 dot. 1 bam. 8 bam.
So we're just looking for cracks.
9 bam. 5 bam. East.
I don't think anybody's playing wins. Ooh, I want that 7, but we can't call for it because it's for a pair.
6 bam. 6 bam.
Be aware that 1 went out.
9 bam. 4 crack. 5 crack. 6 crack. 5 bam. South. 7 dot. 9 bam. 4 dot. 6
Just taking our time. We're not going to call for anything.
5 bam.
Although both are 3 9s, so we could call for our 9s. Oh, we got another flower. We don't really need that, so maybe that'll be a joker swap opportunity if somebody puts up flowers. Okay, let's call for this 9. And we're going to do 3 because in line number 5 of consecutive run, we need 3 or 5 in 1, 3, 5, 7, 9.
Call. 6 crack. 8 dot. soap. 3 bam. 9 dot. 4 bam. 7 bam.
We do need one joker for the red
4
dragon
dot. 6 dot. 4 bam.
at a minimum
2
to be able
crack.
to call. That would make
2
me
dot.
happy.
7 bam. 2 crack.
I don't know where all the jokers are.
North.
Oh my goodness, what are we doing with all these flowers? We only need 3. So let's discard
Flower,
1, see if anybody
Mahjong.
calls. Oh my gosh, we just gave somebody Mahjong. Just like that. I should have known that one flower was discarded, but I was trying to develop my hand and I was hoping somebody would call for it with the joker to be able to do an exchange. Well, congratulations, Kurt, winning line number 2, 3 flowers of consecutive run with 1, 2, 3, 4, the chow with the number 5, all in one suit. Good for you. Annie was playing any like numbers, line number 3, 2 flowers with 4s with a pair of dragons. She had a long way to go. Ann Steb was playing consecutive run, line number 5, the same one we were playing, but he was playing the second half with the middle number matching the dragons. He had our red. I don't know, this hand developed nicely. I'm not too concerned about it. Yes, I didn't win, but I thought it was a good choice. And I threw out that flower. Yikes. And I just gave Kurt Mahjong. Oh well, on to the next game.
First Charleston.
Sort by suit. We have 1s, a bunch of 1s. Maybe we'll just play 1s and 9s. Let's get rid of the evens. And probably the west. Oh, we got more 1s. East and west would be with evens. We don't have evens, we have odds. 7, 2, and west. We have 3 tiles to pass. Let's continue.
Second
I'm just
Charleston.
looking for 1s. I think that's our best bet right now. Looking for those 1s. 7, 9, 5. That's a pretty good
Courtesy
trust, and we got a
pass.
bunch of 1s. Ooh, maybe we're just playing 1s. Do we get rid of the north and south? Do you think we'll get more norths and souths to play with 1s? All right, let's just do 1 tile. We'll keep our options open.
South.
And east. Up there goes the south.
7 dot. Flower.
And there goes the flower.
3 dot. West. West. 5 crack. Call. 9 dot. 5 dot.
Oh, look at all those jokers. Ooh, should we play a quint? Let's do a quint. We have our pair. Oh no, a quint doesn't have flowers. I'm thinking of an old quint. There was a quint with flowers with 1s and a pair. All right, let's get rid of the east.
6 crack. 5 bam. 9 crack. 7 dot.
I don't think we're going to play these wins.
8 dot. 7 bam.
Oh, nice. Another 1. Let's get rid of the south.
South. 2 crack. 8 crack. Green.
6.
6 bam. Soap. 7 dot. 6 bam.
3.
3 dot. 7 bam. South. 9 bam.
North.
North. West. 7 bam.
What
5
hand
dot.
are we playing?
East. 4 bam. 8 dot. Call. 8 bam.
Playing line number 1.
2 dot. Joker swap. 9 dot.
Do you remember about the 5 crack up top?
9 crack. 9 dot. North. 9 crack. 4 crack. Call. 6 crack.
5 crack.
2 crack. 2 dot. 6 crack. 6 bam.
Oh, there it is. Do a joker exchange.
Joker swap. 2 bam.
I
9
think we
bam.
should play line number 1 with our
4
6
dot.
flowers.
East.
Of course
North.
we get a north.
7 crack. 3 bam. West. 9 crack. 8 bam. 4 dot.
Where's the
2
rest of the
bam.
ones? I'm being greedy, but I'm looking for the rest of the ones.
9 bam. 8 crack. 8 crack. 2 bam.
Oh, definitely. We're playing that. So you have 6 flowers and then our ones. Let's get rid of this 1 crack.
1 crack. 6 crack. 7
So
crack.
we were looking for a flower and our
2
ones.
dots. 3 crack. Call. 8 crack.
Oh boy. 5 dot.
5 dot. 9 dot. Soap. 9 bam.
7.
7 bam. 2 crack. 6 dot. 8 bam.
If you call for those
3
flowers,
crack.
you can put up a
Soap.
lot of jokers.
3 bam.
But it's for Mahjong too, right? So we don't have to worry about all those jokers. Are we not going to win with all these jokers? Oh, there it is. Yay. I was like, oh my gosh. So here's all our flowers. Let's do Mahjong line number 1 of any like numbers.
Mah Jong.
Wow, that was something. Yay for us. Let's check out everybody else. Kurt was playing consecutive run, line number 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, but he was playing 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. He needed his pair of, he needed a Kong of 5s. He was almost there. Annie was playing consecutive run, line number 2, 3 flowers, a Kong of 1s, a Chow of 2, 3, 4, and a Kong of 5s. Amset was playing consecutive run, line number 5, 3 flowers. He needed his flowers. We had all the flowers with the numbers 6, 7, 8, and the 7s matching the dragons. He needed 2 more dragons. Not too bad. That was a nice hand for us. On to our next game.
First Charleston.
Sort by suit. And we have 2, 3, 4, 5 with 7. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's get rid of the 6, the 1, and the 8. Guess we're just collecting dots. The 8, the 3, and the 6. The 1, the 3, and the 7. We've got the 6. Let's continue.
Second Charleston.
The east, the west, and the 5. Maybe we can play singles and pairs, line number 4. That would be fun. Green, 5, 3. We're just looking for dots.
Courtesy pass.
A 2. So it'd be 7 numbers. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we only can do 2. Wow, this would be fun. We need 3 tiles for that.
East. 1
More
bam.
huts? I don't know how hard it is to get that.
West. Green. North.
We need a 4, a 6, and an 8.
5 bam. West. 5 bam. 1 bam. 4 bam. Call. 7
4,
crack.
a 6, and an 8.
3 bam. 2 crack. 4 crack. 2 bam. 4 crack.
Okay, we keep
6
the
bam.
1.
Green.
We can do 1 through 7.
South. 8 crack.
Joker.
3 dot. 6 crack. 3 bam. Soap.
Oh, now we have 2 jokers. Okay, when we have 2 jokers, I think we should switch. Let's get rid of the 1 and play something, maybe something in here. Maybe 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see what else we get.
East.
Or 2, 4, 6, 8. Although that's least. Okay, we pulled another 3. Let's start whittling away at the end here. So 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 crack.
We get flowers. We can play line number 2. I think we should stick with 2, 3, 4, 5. Opposite dragon. We don't need that.
Green. Green. 9 dot. 9 bam. 3 crack.
I guess we could have kept the opposite dragon and played a quint.
2 crack. North.
I don't think we have enough numbers. If we get a 4 bam, we have to pay attention.
East.
To do the
bam.
joker exchange.
3 bam. North.
Oh, do we play line number 1? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna get rid of the 7.
7 crack.
I think I got rid of a 1 earlier.
North. 4 crack. South. 5 crack. 8 crack. South. 6 crack. 7 dot. 8 dot.
Maybe somebody else is playing the low dots.
Flower.
Maybe Kurt.
2 bam.
There goes a flower. All right, there comes a 1.
Soap.
So if we play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we need a lot more.
9 dot. 3 crack. 6 crack. 7 bam. 6 crack. 1 dot.
We don't need the 1. We don't need this 2.
8
we don't need
bam.
this 6 either. I think in line number 1 of consecutive run, we could call for the 5 dots. I'm going to let it go.
3 bam.
Red, we don't
Mah
need.
Jong.
Ah! We just gave Amstead Mahjong. I'm not doing so good. I'm losing all my points from when I won Mahjong, but Amstead won with line number 5, a consecutive run, 3 flowers, 1, 2, 3 with matching dragons. Good for him. I don't think we could have won anyway. Even if I played like 2, 3, 4, 5, we just didn't have enough tiles for those numbers. But we had a nice beginning of singles and pairs. So now you're seeing switchable hand from singles and pairs to consecutive run line number 1. Kurt was playing consecutive run line number 2, 3 flowers. He had none. 1 with 2, 3, 4 chow with 5, but he had 5, 6, 7, 8 with 9. So he had a long way to go. And Annie was playing 2, 4, 6, 8, line number 7, 3 flowers. She had her 2, 4, 6, 8. She needed 3 more flowers with the number 4. Very nice. She had those 4s up. We could have did a joker exchange if we got it. I think we're going to play one more hand.
First Charleston.
So we're by suit. North and south we have pairs of 6s. Let's do a 3, 6, 9. We haven't done that in a bit. Get rid of the 2. I also see 7, 8. The 5. Maybe get rid of the 7. See some north and south. Go with odds. We have evens. Oh, 2026 with the wins. Don't look at this. I'm passing all 8s. Oh, we picked up an east. Let's get rid of the 4. Did we go with 2026? Okay, let's continue. 1, the 7. I'm going to get rid of the red. The 5, the 1, the 7. I'm looking at 2026, although I don't have a white dragon. Maybe we can play the bottom hand. We'll get rid of the south.
Courtesy pass.
Oh, we just pulled another south. Let's do 3 tiles. South, green, 7.
South. Let's
see what happens with this hand. Oh, I got news. The 1.
Bam. 4 crack.
I don't know. Maybe we need a white dragon.
crack.
You never know what you get.
9 bam.
Maybe those white dragons aren't even out yet.
1 crack. 7 dot. South. 2 crack.
We got a flower.
4 dot. 8 crack. 8 bam. 2 dot.
There goes a 2.
9 bam. 3 bam.
We need 2s
Green.
for 2026.
3 bam.
Okay, here's a 6. Maybe
4
we're playing
bam.
6s.
Green. 9 bam. 2 dot.
Oh, there goes the second 2. There's one more 2.
8 crack. 3 bam. 1 bam. West.
6s with east and west. Let's get rid of the north.
East.
There goes
4
east.
dot. 4 bam.
A 1 we
1
don't
crack.
want.
1 bam. 7 bam. 8 bam. 5 bam. Red. 8 crack.
Kind of pulling this one
8
out of the
dot.
air, trying to play 2026.
1 crack. 8 dot. 8 crack.
Those white
3
dragons
crack.
start going out, then we need to change. Okay, we have 2026. I'm going to get rid of the
6
6.
crack. 4 crack. 9 bam. 8 bam. 7 dot. 6 dot.
6 dot.
6 dot.
For the bottom hand, I would need 3, but I don't know that I'm kind of all in yet. I need the white
1
dragons.
dot. Call. 2 bam. Call. 8
Ones
dot.
are over on the right.
7 bam. 3 crack.
Oh,
5
I didn't
bam.
even see. Somebody's probably yelling at me to do the Joker exchange.
7
If
dot.
you could see my setup for recording, I have a light that sits there, so I can't see the top of my screen. That's why if you see I look off to the left sometimes.
4 bam.
I'm trying to see the top of the screen. All right, let's change out those 2s.
Joker swap.
They offer a better
Joker
opportunity. And we got our white. So 2s and 6s. With the news, we don't need this flower.
Flower. Call.
This
6
is really
crack.
stretching it, I think. We can ignore
9
that.
dot.
Or that was the 6 we needed. Did I let 1/6 go
bam.
earlier? Probably.
7 bam. 5 crack. Call. West.
Oh my goodness. So we have, if we do 20, 2, 2, we need a 2 there. We have our 2s here. And our 6s. We don't need this 6. But I'm sure somebody's yelling at me to change. We go to the top. We wouldn't need our news. We have 2s and 6s with our whites, and we need a bunch of 2 cracks. Should we play that top hand? Okay, let's get rid of the winds. And I'll go with the east. I don't think it matters.
East. West. 1 crack. 7 crack.
There was the opportunity for a Joker statement. Okay, we have a flower. We can always switch to line number 3.
South. 7 crack. 7 dot. Green. 8 dot. Red. Green. 4 crack.
Really, with all these jokers, we're not going to win.
So.
Okay, let's go with the line number 1 and call for that. Let's call for it. For a pung. Oh, do we want to hold back for our exposure? We'll do that just to...
West. North. Joker swap.
Let's see what
5 bam.
happens here.
4 crack.
So maybe
7
we can make
crack. 3 crack.
2026 and then have all 2s or 6s.
9 crack. Call. 3 crack.
Yeesh. Okay, 1 over
Joker
here.
swap.
All
North.
these jokers make
9
it so
bam.
confusing.
Joker swap. 5 bam. 3 bam.
A 9. Oh, that was, we wanted to do 3, 6, 9.
Red.
So let's just see if we play line number 2. We need 2026 with the green dragons and then 6s with the white dragons. Okay, let's see how this works. The green dragon's all out. 1, 2, yeah, all the green dragons all out. How am I going to make that? I don't know.
Dot. South.
Eesh. Another joker. All right. I'm going to let this 2 go because these will be our red dragons with the white dragons. I said green, but they should be red. This is going with our white. And then we need the 2. Now, are all the 2s out? It's quite possible that I missed the 2s. There's 1. I mean, it's the end of the game, though. 1. All right. My 6 is out. There's 2 6s, so my 6s are out. But I don't need them because I have jokers.
East. Joker swap. 2 crack.
What just happened? Encourage you to swap. That's my 2026 that I think is a bust now. Unless I switch to line number 1. Three jokers. I think we're done. I'm looking at line number 2. Are all the 2s out? We just looked at this. I think I'm getting crazy with all these jokers. 1, 2. If all the 2s are out, I have to switch. No, all the 2s are not out. Oh my gosh, what are we doing now with the flowers? That doesn't work with our hand. Oh my god, this is terrible. Oh. 6s. We can play 6s with dragons. Is there 6s with dragons anywhere? Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me with this? I don't really want these flowers. Do you think Annie wants the flowers? Am I going to give someone Mahjong? I seem to be doing that today. All right.
Flower. Mahjong.
Yes. Well, that's okay. I was having a hard time with all these jokers and I shouldn't have given away the flower. I should have probably thrown a joker. I don't know. I was trying to play line number 2, which would have been 2026 with the red dragons with 6s with the white. And probably if I took some more time and looked at the discards, did I miss the 2s? There's 1, 2 here. I think there's another 2 down here. I think there was still 1 more 2. Kind of was still in the running. Let's look at the remaining tiles. There was 1 more 2, so I'm not losing my mind. So I would have had 2026 with the dragons, and I needed a 6 dot. I do think all the 6 dots were discarded. And that's maybe where my problem was. I should have really tried to switch hands. Here's the 2 6 dots. Yes, they were. I remember saying that earlier. It's all right. I think I lost all my points from my 1 win. Let's look at the leaderboard. I did lose all my points even though I won. I'm in last place. Oh my gosh. But everybody won one game. And I guess this is why it's important to maybe keep score, because even though I did win a game, I feel confident. Ooh, I won a game. But I gave Mahjong, I think, to the other 3 players for the win. So it's important to keep score. Try doing that in your game. Just keep a score pad next to you and keep track of your Mahjong games and how you won, and keep track. Maybe I'll put out a score sheet for you to print off with how to keep track of scoring. And it'll have a little flow chart on the bottom so you can write down your score. Eesh. Sorry, guys, if you were yelling at me on this one. Let's look at everybody's win. So congratulations, Annie, for your win today. Everybody won one. She was playing consecutive run line number 2. They love those consecutive runs. 3 flowers, 2 with a chow with 6s, all in a row, a run. Congratulations. Kurt was playing consecutive run line number 2. The same hand, 3 flowers, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, in 2 different suits. Annie was playing consecutive run line number 2. Oh my lord, you all were playing the same thing. Different numbers though. She was playing 3 flowers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all 1 suit. She needed her 5 dot. That's crazy, which was over here. Oh my lord, that was something else with all those jokers. It happens. They confuse the heck out of you. And maybe I chose the wrong line. I don't know. You really don't know when you're playing. I hope I wasn't giving you a heart attack as I was playing that last hand. Type in the comments what you would have done. I probably would go back and review it and see and learn from my mistakes. And you learn from me also. You know, we're all human, and I'm learning just as well as you are how to play this game better. But that was something else with all those jokers. I think I was so obsessed with 2026. And I even put out like 2 jokers with the whites, which I normally wouldn't do. Oh well. Anyway, enjoy your Mahjong games this week, and I hope you do better than me, although I did win one, so I'm happy about that. And I hope you have a great week playing Mahjong with your friends and laugh. And, sorry if I made your blood pressure go up this morning or this evening whenever you're watching. But I thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one, everybody. Have a great week playing Mahjong. Take care. Bye-bye.